Morning guys, so today is the drawer day and we're not going to be here long. We've literally just got to make I think 4 drawers. I'm going to measure that up in a second, fit the handles, and then we'll be done here. 80 days, see you in a bit. Okay, so we've worked out roughly what we're going to do. We're going to do 4 drawers. The drawer fronts are going to be 200 mil high, 20 centimeters high by almost the width of the cabinet minus 5 mil. So our boxes are going to be smaller than that. So we know the width of our boxes. Our width of our boxes is 920 by 570, and we just got to sort out our height. If we're going to go 200, we can go 1800, 108. Sorry, we can go either 200, which will be too tight. We can go 180. Or we can go 170. I'm probably going to go more like 170 and then have the boxes slightly smaller so I'll get a bit more tolerance. I don't do this very often, guys. It's not like I do this every day of the week. So every time I do drawer fronts is only my second time of actually building them. It's always a bit of a trial and error, a bit of a guessing game. I could go on YouTube and look it all up, but I like to do a bit of trial and error, which is why I left it for today so I can muck about. I know that my boxes are the right width because we've already put a hinge on either side and measured the gap. So I know my width is right. I know my depth is right because I'm going to depth of the cabinet minus 20 mil for the push to open. So I can build my boxes. All I've got to do is make them less than 200 high. So the boxes is not an issue. I know roughly where I'm screwing the hinges on the cabinet. So I want to go outside, build the 4 boxes, get that done. And then when I'm happy and I get them in position, I will then make the fronts and we'll go from there. See you in a bit. You can do. Right, okay guys, so we've got a full sheet to work with here. And we know for a fact that we need quite a few rips at the widest point. So what I'm thinking of doing is if I rip off down here the width that I need, which is the side to side width, I can then cut off the 8 I need for that. 2, 4, 6, 8, and then I can shrink the rest of the board down for the sides and rip the other 8 off, and then whatever's left over will be my face plates basically. So let's get cutting. So my first measurement, we know the drawer fronts are 200. I'm going to go, how am I going to go, should we do this right, 160 deep. A good size, and then I get 20 mil top and bottom to play around with. That's good. So we're going to go 160 mil deep boxes. Let's get a couple of them. Sorry, mate. Yes, please, mate. First job, we want them 920. So get my pencil. Mark this up at 920, which will give me at least 2 drawer fronts going that way. 920. Okay, so we're going to mark this up. So I want to minimise the waste because I've got to get it all out of one board. I've got a few offcuts there, which will do the job as well. 920 there. It's going to leave me 300. So this is 2.4, 9, 8. So I know I will definitely get 2 drawer fronts from that. Sorry. Uh, 900, no. I'm just doing some working out, guys. Just ignore me for a minute. 920. 920. Glad when that sun comes out, gets a bit warmer. Still early. Alright, I'm gonna rip that off. 920. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Then I'm wasting the rest of it. No, that isn't going to work either. So let's just cut the 16 rips off. We'll just cut the rips off at the 160. That one now. And I'll just trim them to the length desired. Five. Right, so that is going to make 3 drawer fronts. That's going to make a 4th drawer front. So if I make any mistakes, we're in trouble. Right, next job. Need all of these to be cut down now to the right length. Those two. I don't know. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So these have all got to be cut. 2, which I will do on the chop saw in a minute. 920. So we're going to set up the chop saw so we get an accurate cut every time. 920. So move to the chop saw. Oh, less muscle. Make sure we've got a nice flat surface. Using the stop on my saw, I've got a little fold down stop that I can use here. So I know these are the exact same width because they've come off a full board. That's my measurement, so I can just slide it up to there. Cut all 8 of those. Now, these are our fronts and backs. Should be 8 there. Just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, 8 fronts and backs. Now, so the 2 are sides I've marked as 5'6", but that's the actual length. Obviously, we don't want that as extra because we've got a minus 36mm. So, if we minus 40mm, not going to make any difference. 530 now. So we rip the rest of the bits down we cut off, which are these ones, to 530. 530 is there. Hopefully, very much doubt I'm going to be able to do. I think it'll work like that. Nope. Okay. Now we need to work out a way of cutting them accurately. So what I'm going to do, lift this up. And we'll set this to our desired length, which is there. Slide that in there like so. Now, that's my desired size. That's all we need actually. I've got one too many now, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, one too many. So I don't need that one. Okay, so that's our sides and our fronts all cut. And we'll cut our front fascias when we're ready. So next job is to route a 10mm slot in there. Or sorry, not a 10mm. If we've got 6mm. So we need a 6mm slot for our bottoms of our drawers. So the next job is to get the router set up. Right, the next nasty job is to router in our slots for our board. Done. Right, they all need a good clean off, blowing out. Then we can get our 6mm board out of the van. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to provisionally screw one of these up so that I can get the measurements that I require. Right, so now that I've got that one assembled, what I'm going to do, clean off the glue first, obviously. Right now, 545. What's on my notepad so I don't forget. 898. Right, okay, now I know that measurement, I can clear this off, get our 6mm board out and start cutting. I need 4 bottoms now. Eight, 9, 8. I've measured that side wrong. And what I'm looking at there, 8, 9 is there. 8, 9, 8, that line. Sorry, Ricky. Up to my usual tricks. Right, go to you, that's it. Alright. Won't need that, mate. Right. Yeah. Fortunately. Five, 4, 5. Alright, we'll do a quick test, make sure it actually fits before we go stupidly cutting all the others. Some would say like a glove. Done that before. Alright, now that we're happy with our measurements, we can cut the rest of that up. And then that's basically all our cutting done today. Alright, so what we'll do, put that down there, get that board back up and use that as a table. That way then we've got something to assemble on. And we can get stuck in assembling. And that's it done. 4 boxes finished. Just give them a clean up, get them upstairs, start getting them in place. Take all the tools up here that we don't need. Okay, so like I said before, I don't do a lot of this, but I've done some mind calcs, which is usually wrong anyway. But so what we're going to do is we've mounted our 2 runners at the bottom of the cabinet, and we've used 2 thicknesses of MDF 18mm. Basically, we did our first one 36mm up, and then we're going to sit our drawer on those, and then that's going to give us 18mm up. And then we get the first drawer in, and then we'll work out our spacings. As long as our drawer fronts work at 200, well, they're going to be a bit under 200 because you've got to allow a little bit of expansion and contraction and paint and what have you. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to get them in first, put our drawer on, get it screwed on, take those out, close it, and then we're just going to see how it looks. Okay, so we've got our first drawer in, we've got our 18mm gap underneath. We're going to do some more measuring, and it's push to open, and then it should be soft close, which we're a bit struggling with at the minute. Sometimes it wants to, sometimes it doesn't. It's all sliding nicely. So maybe put some oil on it, see if that makes any difference. I mean, there's no weight on this in these either yet, which probably doesn't help. But we will figure it out. Okay, so drawers are in. We've done it so that the gaps are slightly bigger at the bottom to give them some deeper drawers, and then some shallow ones on the top so they could get a little bit more in. And not only that, I had a nightmare trying to work out the spacings. At the moment it works with me 200mm fascias, so once the fascias go on, it'll be fine. All looking happy days. I'm not impressed with these push to open runners. I've taken the push to open and soft close out, so they're just normal runners now. And I'm going to look at getting some push to open buttons just down the right hand side to see if that will still work. But we'll get there in the end. Okay, so drawer fronts are all on. I've got these clamps from the TikTok shop, believe it or not. They actually clamp over and grip the back, which makes it a lot easier for fitting. So all you do then is you just put your spacers in between, like I have here, and spacers at the ends to make sure it stays centralised, like that. And then you just pilot screw the fronts on. Happy days. Okay, so we are pretty much finished. We just got the handles to do and a bit of a tidy up. These push to open soft close runners were an absolute disaster. They just absolute crap. Didn't want to work properly. Even off the cabinet, they wouldn't work properly. So I took the soft to close and the push to open off, took them off. So they were just basic runners. And I went down to my local Howden's branch, picked up some keys with the push to open bit in, and now we've got a push to open little knob there. Works perfectly now. Not soft close anymore. You don't have soft close for these particular anyway. More than good enough. So end result is looking like that at the moment. So like a couple of handles in here, 4 handles in the other room. We couldn't find the ones for the mirror doors, so the client's going to have to source those. So we're just going to throw these handles on, have a good tidy up, clean all the cabinets out, get all the dust out, get the tools in the van. I'll do the last video, and that's us done for today. See you in a bit. Okay, all done, dusted, out the door. Handles are all on. Everything's looking nice. Push to open on the drawers, and anything we got missing is the handles from the mirrored doors. But other than that, we're all finished. Don't forget, guys, like, share, follow, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and we will see you on Monday. We start another kitchen Monday. Big rip out, quite a lot of plumbing, electrics. Yeah, basically just a whole kitchen refurb for the next week or so. So there'll be plenty of videos on that. So if you have any questions in regards to kitchen fitting, hit me up. I'll happily answer your questions. Don't forget, guys, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification icon, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.